So last night I was in the car and I was like, oh, maybe I should go on Instagram and check what's happening because I'm like total slacker, right? So I went onto Instagram and I looked and I was like, oh, shoot, this is pretty amazing, right? So this one reel that Olu made for me right here already has 62 comments and 52 likes.
Hey, welcome to Scaling with Confidence. I'm Olusobanjo, entrepreneur, coach, consultant, and pastor, here to bring you dynamic conversations with high-level individuals who are scaling 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses. We believe that every entrepreneur has a unique story and purpose that can and positively impact the world. And if you are an entrepreneur who's ready to share your journey and insight, visit scalingwithconfidence.com/guest to apply to be a guest on the show. You are going to love this show. You're going to hear real stories from real people who are ready to inspire, challenge, and empower you. We don't just talk business strategy, we dive deep into the personal stories, challenges, and mindset that come with scaling a successful business. So let's go. Jenna Larson, thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited that you're here with me today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Why don't you tell us about you and what you do, Jenna?
Yeah, so I am the founder and coach at a coaching company called Drive Performance Coaching, and I'm also the co-creator and founder of a software company which is called Group Track CRM. So we've got a really amazing tool that actually integrates on top of social media so that you can track, organize, and monetize all of your leads that come from social media.
Awesome, Jenna. How did you get to starting a business like that? Like, tell us.
Literally by accident. So I had been running my Drive Performance coaching business for a while. And what I really focused on teaching clients was how to really use kind of an organization strategy to really track their leads and their clients through the client journey. So really focusing on taking them from lead to client and then making sure that the client continues to retain and ascend through your program. And so I had been coaching on this and teaching people how to use a CRM, which is a client relationship management system. But what we found out was like, first of all, what I was teaching was really working. And so that was great for my clients because they're like getting all these leads and conversations and clients and all the things. But it actually created a problem, which was that they were getting overwhelmed with the volume, right? They're like, whoa, Jenna, okay, now I have this, but I don't know how to organize it. And I'm letting leads fall through the cracks and I'm missing conversations and I'm missing opportunities and I'm losing money. And so, we were kind of just sitting around thinking like, gosh, how can we create something that would help our clients be able to do what we're teaching? Because we don't want to change that because we know it's working, but how do we do it in a more efficient and effective way? And so I was actually driving to a Christmas party and all of a sudden, like on the highway, I was like, oh my gosh, we should create something that does this, right? Where you can manage your leads and your contacts and your clients where they hang out, right? Instead of having to go from one system to another system to another system and copy and paste and lose your mind. And so I was like, let's make something on social media where it is that most of us are getting our leads anyways. And so I called a former client of mine named Nathan. He had previously hired me to help him get more clients for his other software company. And I was like, Nate, I have this crazy idea. I need you to build this for me. And he was like, no, it's impossible. You won't be able to do it. It's not going to happen. And so I was like, all right, feeling all sad, but I'm like, okay, well, we'll have to figure something out. And so then 2 weeks later, he messaged me and he said, oh my God, Jenna, I actually just built this thing. And really the rest is history. And so that's kind of what happens. It's our joke at Group Track. It's like, he tells me no, he can't do something, and then he builds it. So Nathan and I are now in business together. We've been running Group Track for 2 years now, and it is just crazy to see what's been able to happen. And what's really special about being on this journey is that it's not just Nathan and I, my business partner, really making this business and this tool. It's really about the community of users, right? So they are just like me saying, hey, Nathan, can you build this crazy thing? And he says no. And then 2 minutes later, he's built this really cool feature. So it's really a combination of just all of these genius minds coming together, identifying a problem and creating a solution. And in my opinion, that's like the greatest way to create a business is to really find a problem in the market and make an exact solution to solve that problem. And when you can nail that, people buy. So it's been really fun, but we kind of joke that it's an accidental business.
For sure. I still remember where I was sitting when one of our common friends, Stephanie Liu, was doing a live stream, and I was on that live stream, and she was like, "You can't believe it. There's this new tool." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Tell me about it." And that's how we start. That's how Jenna came into my radar.
Right. And
And
that's exactly what we teach, right? Like we got on Stephanie's interview. You watched us. We probably added you to group track, sent you a message, and got you signed up, right? It's really that easy. And that's what's really cool. It's like so many people put all this content on social media, whether they're doing live videos or reels or static posts or whatever, it doesn't even matter, right? You're doing all this work to get reach and to get exposure and to get credibility. But if we don't do something with the Olus who are watching you, right, it's all for nothing. We actually have to make sure that we say, hey, thanks for your interest in my thing.
yeah,
We follow up, we bring them through the journey, we get them signed up, and then, the rest is history.
for sure, for sure. I definitely see even the big piece and the change in my work since I started using group track, you know. So yeah, I'm a fan and a great user as well. And now it's on Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah, we're beta testing currently. And so by the time this is live, hopefully we'll be live there as well for the rest of everybody to get
That's
grabbing
true.
it. But
That's
yeah,
true. I
we've been on
forgot.
Facebook for a while. So Instagram's
Yeah.
going to be the next move.
I forgot I was part of the special group that is.
You're VIP, Olo. You're special.
Awesome. Yeah. So, it's just amazing that we're talking about this and the fact that people can actually go live and start to use videos to build trust and to get more clients. Would you want to tell us, in your own opinion? I know you've talked about it a little bit, but in your own opinion, what role does scaling a business to 10K months and more, what role does videos play?
But huge. I mean, I literally run my entire company on live video, right? So, early on, I could see that actually one of my mentors was really jumping into this whole live video thing, right? And, I was seeing the success that she was having. And I just knew, the truth is when you're on social media, you have to pay attention to what the trends are. As much as we may not want to do them, or we may be uncomfortable, or we may think, oh, I'm not that girl, or I'm not that guy, right? I saw and I was paying attention and I thought, okay, this is what she's doing and this is what's working. And so I need to kind of get with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so pretty early on, luckily, I just jumped in and said, okay, we need to be doing live video. And so, for me in my current business, right, even if I am just coaching my own clients, I am streaming that video live onto social media, right? And so I think one of the things that we need to think about is that it's not even just for prospecting, right? Obviously, we go live. One of the things that I do as part of my strategy is I go live every single week in my, Facebook communities to share education, to get people to identify their gaps and then make offers. And so this is something we do in our business every day to get new leads and to really build that awareness and to make sure that people are solution aware so that if they know they have a problem, they know that we're the person or company that can solve it. And so we really use this as a lead generation mechanism every single week in our business. But I think the other piece of it that a lot of people don't even necessarily think of when they think of live video, we use it as a retention and an adoption strategy as well. So, for example, once you become a group track client, we don't just leave you there, right? Every single week, we provide complimentary support. And so we may get on Zoom and coach our clients, but it's still streaming live, right? Because we may be able to get additional clients or ensure that the clients we have get the results we promised and they're going to keep buying, right? So to me, live video is everything. I literally use it every single day, every single week, every single month in my business. And truly, if that was gone, I don't know what I would do. The thing that's really amazing as well about live video and just really social media in general is the reach, right? If I were just doing face to face, the amount of people that I could potentially reach is very small. When you use online, social media plus live video, the amount of people that you get exposure to is unbelievable. So there's a statistic that says if you were to take just the number of users on Facebook and make it a country and compare it to every other country in the world, it would be the largest one, right? So when you think about what is possible when you're using live video, it's pretty incredible. Like I have clients in, New Zealand and Australia and all over Europe. And if I was not using live videos, there's no way I could serve that community, right? So to us, live video is everything.
Awesome. Awesome. I really love that. Now, do you want to take us back to that first live video that you did? Are you the kind of person that is afraid to go live, or you just, let's do this? Tell
Yeah,
us.
I mean, I am the type that, public speaking is my favorite thing, which is so bizarre because looking back as a child, it was like the most terrifying, worst thing in my life. Now I'm at a point in my life and just who I am and owning my like crazy Jenna ways, right? That really showing up and speaking to people isn't my issue. Now, the first time I went live, I definitely was like, oh my gosh, am I doing the tech right? And is this working? And am I saying the right thing? So, absolutely, there was some fear of like, oh my gosh, right? But I knew the truth, which was that I was seeing my mentor get success. And so I was like, well, this is just something we have to do. And so I was able to fight through it. One of the first videos I did, I swear to you, although it's such a Jenna experience because it was so freaking funny, I have to share it. But I went live and I used a filter on Facebook, right? So on Facebook, you can, choose filters. So I get ready, I go live. All of a sudden, I realize I had somehow chosen like a Martian one. And so I go live and my face is green and I have all these things and I'm like, oh my God, I am a Martian, right? And so it was so funny because, it was just, I'm actually so glad it happened because this is the truth, right? I showed up, I did the live anyways. It was hysterical. Then I could like make a whole thing about like, look, it doesn't matter if you're perfect. It doesn't matter if you look good or if you show up as a Martian, right? Like your message is what they need. They don't care what you look like. They don't care if you know the tech. They don't care about those things, right? And so, honestly, having one of my first experiences be what other people might consider a flop to me was the truth that it doesn't matter. Nothing horrible is going to happen. That's the worst thing is that I show up with a green face. Oh, well, right? And so from that day forward, I was able to be like, it doesn't matter what I look like, right? So, Olu, I show up half the time in a business mode. I've got somewhat professional on top, jammies on bottom. I will show up with no makeup in the pool, hair a mess. I don't really care because the truth is no one else cares, right? We're the ones that put this all on ourselves, right? So I, typos in every single title of my live videos. I make mistakes. I sneeze. I go as a Martian, all those things. It just doesn't matter, right? So I will say, regardless, right? I am one of those people that really wasn't necessarily nervous about the speaking part and getting out into the public. I definitely had fears and, like, do I know how to do the tech piece of it? But like I said, I got through that pretty quickly. And so, I may not be what some of your users or the watchers of this might, be like so worried to even go live. That really wasn't me. I think where I have hesitancy is like, what's the next thing, right? So, for example, right now, live video has been it for a while and it's been good. The next thing that's happening that, both you and my other mentor are starting to do is these reels and shorts and all these things. And for me, I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. Like, live video is my jam. I got this. You're telling me I need to now record videos and like act like this person and see what I'm seeing these other people doing. And so that's really where my resistance came. It's not so much the live video. I'd actually like to stay in live video land and not go into the next trend of recording, right? for me specifically, right, it's easier to just show up, be me, make mistakes.
Yeah.
When I have to pre-record something, that's where I'm like, they expect it to be good, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my dog just barked, my child just came in, now I have to start over, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where my hesitancy is going to pop up.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love your story. And being a part of it also, it's really
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah. Do you want to tell us? So now this real journey, what is that like for you?
Okay. I mean, I've been in a coaching program for quite some time where, my mentor is like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And I have been so resistant. And I've had this massive block that I really couldn't articulate. What we see all these people on like TikTok and Instagram, and now Facebook even has reels, right? Doing is like lip syncing or voiceovers or acting. And it just does not feel right to me. It's not authentic. And as I mentioned, right, part of who I am and who my brand is showing up as a Martian filter face, right? Like I, in my own business and in just my soul and in my branding, like I'm okay with the messed up hair, the lack of makeup, the typos, and all those things, right? So telling me that I have to now go act is completely not jiving, right? Like it is not in my wheelhouse. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feels completely disingenuous to who I am because I like to be real, right? And so for the longest time, I've been like, no, I'm not that girl. I'm not going to do it. It feels fake to me, right? And so it was really fun actually as I was coaching Olu in our Genius program and really helping her develop her program. It was one moment where she was like, why not just do it the way you are, right? And so what she said to me during our coaching call was, why don't we just record you when you're in the live video setting where you're training and you're doing what is so genuine to you? Let's just repurpose that. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Are you telling me that I can get with the trend and stick with the things that I know I need to be doing, but do it in a way that feels genuine and real to me? And her answer was yes. And so, kind of our first iteration of this was she said, well, let's just take the videos you've already done where you're coaching us and you're going on your Jenna rants and you're making all these, amazing things that just kind of pop out of your brain accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take what you've already done and turn those into reels and turn those into shorts. And I was like, OMG, Olu, sign me up. That I can get with, right? And so as we started to work together, Olu started to really kind of say, okay, well, what are the Jenna isms, right? What are the things that make Jenna Jenna? Let's go grab me doing those things accidentally and authentically, and let's take those and turn those into reels. And so she went through some of my coaching calls. She actually did things that didn't even occur to me. So, for example, one of the reels that Olu actually made for me, because by the way, I'm like, I'm not doing any of this. I don't have time for it, mental capacity, none of those things. I'm like, Olu, if you do it for me, sounds great, sign me up, right? But she so brilliantly went to one of my webinars, my master classes, where I am in my zone of genius, which is live coaching using live video. She took the lessons and turned those bite-sized lessons into reels and gave them to me. And I'll tell you, it's been a crazy thing. I'm like, am I famous now, Olu? Like, cracking up. So, I put, for example, one of my reels on Instagram and I kind of just let it sit there. And, we did one of our kind of ninja hacks for getting a little bit more engagement, but I forgot about it, right? So last night I was in the car and I was like, oh, maybe I should go on Instagram and check what's happening because I'm like total slacker, right? So I went onto Instagram and I looked and I was like, oh, shoot, this is pretty amazing, right? So this one reel that Olu made for me right here already has 62 comments and 52 likes, which to me is a lot, right? Like, I mean, we work pretty hard for that in the Facebook world. And I think Instagram, on that particular account, it's brand new.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of connections on it. So to already have that, I was like, oh, did you just make me famous? So I'm a believer now. And so again, I think what's really special though about the way you do it, Olu, and if anybody's feeling the way that I did, which is like, this is not me, I'm not going to dance, I'm not going to point at stuff, like, not happening, I'm not down with it, right? Olu took what is genuine to me, and I love that you're calling your offer real reels
Mhm.
because that's exactly what it is to me. You took me in my real situation, in my Jenna experience glory, which is a little cray cray, right? And you repurposed it into something that I know I need to be doing, but I wasn't going to do, right?
Yeah,
Because I couldn't just get past that block. And so
yeah,
that's really what happened, right? Is that you were able to reposition how we could make it work for me in a way that felt real to me. And so I'm going to say the rest is going to be history because now I'm famous.
and I'm so excited that I get to make you famous.
Mhm.
you know, so that is such an amazing experience, and it's been amazing working with you, Jenna. You know, it's just been awesome just watching you do your thing, just being you. You know,
Yeah.
one of the things that I have said to people that I have worked with over the years is you are amazing. Like, you're such a genius, right? But a lot of times we don't believe that,
Yes.
because then you start to compare yourself with the big shots out there, and then, but isn't there a way to actually get that real you out that already impacts a lot of people? Like, I was being impacted every day in our coaching calls, and I remember thinking, Jenna, more people should hear about this.
Yeah.
you know
So
so
true.
I'm super excited, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the big thing, right? Like I had mentioned earlier, like I just had a block. And I think it's because, like, and you guys might experience this if you go sit down and write an email or a social media post, there's pressure,
Yeah,
right? That feels like I have to use the right words, the right copy, it's got to be the right message, I've got to articulate it right. What's really incredible, I think, about what you were able to like do for me is to show me I already was doing it and
yeah,
it doesn't need to be written. It just needs to be real, right?
yeah.
And so I think that the fact that you're not asking me to like go lip sync something or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm,
That's what got me,
mm-hmm,
right? To say, okay, I can try this, Olo. And I was like, okay, Olo, let's do this. Like I was still like begrudgingly saying yes.
mm-hmm.
Um, but like the fact that it is not extra work for me,
Yeah.
right? You literally took what I was already doing and just made it a real,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
The fact that it was me truly in my zone of genius, which is where my comfort zone is and my confidence zone, right?
mm-hmm.
Those are the two pieces I think that were most important. Olu also made some gifts for me, which that has always been something I'm like, I need a gift. But this is the thing, right? The gifts that she made, same thing. She took things of where I was already showing up in my masterclass, already showing up in my coaching program. She was able to capture the Jenna isms that everybody knows, right? And now I'm like, although I feel like I need a gift for every word that should come out of my mouth. Like I don't want to type another thing ever again. I just want to gift everybody my message, right? But one of the things that you and I are working on, which I think is really cool and very unique, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things we teach in our group track software as well as our profitable pipelines coaching program is really how to use social media to get clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we do and what you do work really well together. Well, for example, right now you're going to see right on Facebook they're even adding reels to groups,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to pay attention. Just like years ago I said I saw my mentor was doing live videos, like, okay, I need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see they're doing reels and I'm like, okay, I see I need to do that. Now they just brought them to Facebook groups. And
Mm-hmm.
when you do what Facebook gives you, Facebook will give you back, right?
Yeah.
Because they want you to use their tools.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're going to start doing the reels that Aldo's providing for us in the Facebook group. But I'm also, we were chatting about this idea that not only do I need gifts, right, to like really use in my community, I need my entire team, right, that supports our software and our programs to have their own as well. Because what makes a Facebook community and one of the pillars of conversion is really having people know you as the business, right? I don't think it's quite as normal as what we do at Group Track. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows my business partner. They all know my team, right? because we give access to our community, right? We want our people to know, oh, there goes crazy Jenna, like on a Jenna rant, you know? But just having these fun little gifts that we can, pop into our community, like, did you refresh, right? Your tool are so fun. And it's just a nice, light way to like bring that personalization to your community and truly let people get to know you and your team. So I'm super excited for that as well.
I'm very excited as well. And your team is actually one of the, it's just awesome watching you guys. It's awesome watching you grow the business and all that you do. So great job. Now, I know that you have a gift for
Yes.
our viewers. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to be giving you guys is our direct message chat template. So, one of the things, for example, we talked about Olu seeing me on Stephanie's live video, and without knowing for sure, I can probably guess that what happened is she might have commented on the live video she saw. And then what we do is we say, wait a minute, this is someone who's interested in what we offer. We need to DM them and follow up, right? I think that's the piece that a lot of people miss. It's like, no, just watching the video and expecting them to go help themselves is not likely to occur, right? So what we would have done with Olu is added her to group track and sent her a direct message saying, thank you so much for commenting on the live video I did with Stephanie. I see that you're interested in getting more clients through DM and social media. Love to chat more with you, right? That message that we sent through the DMs, we don't want to write that message over and over and over again. So what we've been able to do is come up with some of the most impactful direct messages that start conversations that convert. And so we put those together in a package for you guys, and we're going to give that to you for free. These chat templates helped us earn $56,000 in just 19 days. We know they work. They're really incredible. And so we're going to give those to you all today. So thank you for letting us share that with your community, Olu.
Yes, please sign me up, right? Yes. It's been really so exciting hanging out with you and just listening to you. And I'm glad that I get to share you with everyone today.
Right? And I'm sure you're going to do that more by getting some more reels that are going to go viral. My version of viral is 56 comments.
Let's do it. That's the way to start, right?
That's right. Yep.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to Scaling with Confidence. If you'd like to be featured on this show, check us out at scalingwithconfidence.com/cashflow and attend my next live challenge where I'll reveal the 3 secrets to increasing your visibility for more profit. And if you're an entrepreneur that would like to be celebrated for your success and be on this show, please visit confidence.com/guest. Keep shining. The world needs your light.